If hard work was the secret to wealth, the construction worker outside your window would be a billionaire and the guy on Wall Street would be broke. But that's not how the world works, is it? You are being lied to. You've been sold a toxic script by a system that needs you to be a battery, not a builder. They tell you grind while they sleep, hustle until your eyes bleed. Rest is for the weak. Let me tell you what that actually is. That isn't ambition. That is suicide on an installment plan. You aren't building an empire. You are digging an early grave and calling it a career. You think you're noble for sacrificing your health, your family, and your sanity for a number on a screen? No, you aren't a martyr. You are financially illiterate. Here is the promise. In the next minutes, I'm going to prove to you that the hustle is the biggest scam in modern economics. I will show you why the richest people on earth work less than you, not more. And I'm going to give you the mathematical formula to build smart wealth, the kind that buys you freedom, not a heart attack at 45. Stop scrolling. Put the phone down. Let's operate. Let's change your vocabulary. The reason you are tired and broke or rich and miserable is because you are looking at balance like a sheep to the crowd. Work-life balance means mediocrity. It means clocking out at 5 p.m., watching Netflix, and settling for average. It implies a trade-off. You can either have money or you can have a life. So you choose money, thinking you'll buy the life later. Wealthy people don't look for balance. They look for asymmetry. Let me introduce you to a concept called ROE, return on energy. The grind set tells you to increase energy, work harder, longer. The smart wealth approach focuses on leverage. If you are trading your time for money, you are logically capped. There are only 24 hours in a day. Even if you don't sleep, you have a ceiling. When you burn out, your income hits zero. That is a terrible business model. Your health and your sanity are not luxuries. They are your production assets. Destroying your body to make money is like a taxi driver selling his car's engine to buy gasoline. It's stupid. It's not a sacrifice. It's poor asset management. Real wealth isn't about how hard you row the boat. It's about building a sail. If you are rowing until your hands bleed, you aren't a hero. You're just bad at sailing. But I have to work hard to get ahead. Really? Let's look at the math. It will insult your intelligence. Let's compare two characters, the grinder and the architect. The grinder works 80 hours a week. He makes $100K a year. Hourly rate, roughly $24 an hour. Cost of living, high takeout food, stress shopping, therapy, eventual medical bills. The crash to 5 years, the grinder burns out, autoimmune disease, divorce. He loses 2 years of income recovering. 1-0, year net result. He is physically broken and his net worth is stagnant because he had to spend his savings to fix the damage he caused. The architect works 40 hours a week, but he spends 10 hours of that thinking, planning, and building systems. He makes $100K a year initially. He invests in leverage code, media, capital, people. He sleeps 8 hours. His brain functions at 100% capacity. He makes better decisions. The compound, because he isn't tired, he spots a market trend the grinder missed. He builds a side asset, 1-0, year net result. The architect's income disconnected from his time in year 3. By year 10, he makes $1M, year working 20 hours a week. The math is brutal. The opportunity cost of burnout is millions of dollars. When you are exhausted, your IQ drops. You make fear-based decisions. You miss asymmetric bets. Basically, being tired is expensive. If you think you can't afford to rest, the truth is you can't afford not to. So, how do we transition from grinder to architect? Here is the battle plan. Phase 1, the mindset shift, the hourly audit. Stop asking, how can I do this? Start asking, how can this get done without me? Every time you open your laptop, Ask yourself, is this a $10 hour task or a $1,000 hour task? If you are building wealth, you cannot be the janitor and the CEO at the same time. You must fire yourself from the low-value work immediately. Phase 2, the barbell strategy tactics. Don't quit your job to risk it all. That creates stress, which kills creativity. Do this instead. Safety end. Keep your 9 to 5 or a stable client. Do the bare minimum to be excellent, but do not give 110%. Give 80%. Risk end. Use the remaining energy to build scalable assets. Code, build software, tools, media, create content, YouTube that works while you sleep. Capital, invest in dividend stocks or crypto if you have the stomach. This is the smart wealth formula. You are safe today, but exposed to infinite upside tomorrow. Phase 3, the do nothing protocol optimization. This is the hardest part. I want you to schedule 2 hours per week to do absolutely nothing. No phone, no music, just a notebook. Why? Because wealth is created in the gaps. The best ideas come when you are bored, not when you are busy. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they schedule think weeks. You can't even schedule a think hour because you're too busy replying to emails that don't matter. That is why you are poor. I can hear the voice in your head right now. But you don't understand. I have debt. I have kids. I don't have time to build assets. I need cash now. Stop. You don't lack time. You lack priority. You checked your screen time today? How many hours on TikTok? How many hours watching sports? I'm too tired. You're not tired because you work too hard. You're tired because you're working on the wrong things. You are drained because you see no progress. But investing in assets is risky. Starting a business is risky. Let me tell you what is risky. Risky is having one income stream that depends on the mood of a boss who can fire you tomorrow. Risky is relying on a pension fund that might not exist in 30 years. Risky is betting your life on the hope that you won't get sick. Building a life where you don't have to work is not risky. It is the only responsible thing to do for your family. If you don't do this, you aren't playing it safe. You are playing Russian roulette with your future. The game has changed. The industrial age is over. We are in the leverage age. In this era, the prize doesn't go to the person who sweats the most. It goes to the person who thinks the clearest. Imagine a life where you wake up not to an alarm, but when you are rested. Imagine checking your bank account and seeing money that arrived while you were playing with your kids. That is not a fantasy. That is the standard for the architect. But to get there, you have to stop worshiping the grind. You have to declare war on the part of you that feels guilty for resting. You have to stop being a martyr and start being a strategist. Here is my challenge to you, not a request, a challenge. Don't just like this video. Don't just comment good info. Take 1 hour today, sit in silence, and calculate your return on energy. Are you building a sail, or are you just rowing until you die? The choice is yours. But remember, you can replace your money. You cannot replace your time.